Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a review on these tenders here. They're Procamptek. They're known as fire plugs. I got these on Amazon for about 10 bucks for 50 of them. Now they don't come packed in these individual little bags. This is something I did for some of my kits. They're just kind of all dumped in here. Incidentally, I got a couple extras in my kit for some reason. So we're going to test them out and see if they're really that easy to get fire started with them. So here we go. Now all you're supposed to have to do to light these is you're supposed to just take them and twist them. They are really hard and packed. You're just supposed to kind of tear them apart like that. Fluff them up a little bit. Alright, now I've got one of these cheap magnesium flint starters. Now I'm not going to use the magnesium part of them because that's a whole different way to start a fire. I don't know where I got this thing at. Probably Walmart. I can't imagine it was more than $3-4. And let's give this thing a few strikes and see if we can't get this thing burning. I know we got to get that protective black coating off of there first. Huh. There's some sparks. There we go. That's all there was to it. So as you can see, there really wasn't much to that once you get a couple of good sparks heading that way. There we go. All right, so that seems to work pretty well, even with this little cheap thing right here, let alone with a a real good steel that you're using. Now I did something else that I wanted to see. I've taken another one of these, a little one and a big one, and it's been sitting in this jar of water for about an hour. I don't believe these say they're waterproof anywhere, these Procamptek. There'll be a link in the description incidentally for these if you want to pick some up, but I'm going to go ahead and see in this bottle of water here if they will still light. Let's see if I can fish them out of here. Let's see what happens. All right, all I'm gonna do to this one here is just I'm gonna rub it on my clothing, and just to take the surface off of it a little bit. And let's break this one and see what happens. Man, this stuff is packed tight. Probably if I used a camping knife or something, I could probably, get a lot more fluff out, which would probably make this process a whole lot easier. Let's see what happens. That looks like that's decent right there. And this one is so small, I don't know if I can do anything with it or not, but I will try to tear it up and see. See if I can do something with it. It feels a little gummy, a little like it's getting kind of, maybe the moisture has gotten through to it. So let's see if I can do something like this. It's still lit. After being in there for an hour, it's still lit. And this one right here is the one that was in half. I cut it in half because I figured if it just had some sort of surface coating on it, a wax coating or whatever, this would be sort of like the extreme version, not only suspended in water, but also cut to where water could actually get in there. Let's see if this is gonna. I don't know. Well, as you can see, it's lit when I hit it with a good coal. Now, it may not stay lit long. Well, you can see it's going out because some of it is really wet. There, it's burning a little bit right there as well. I suppose if you kept up to it long enough, well, there you go. If you had some tinder ready, even like that, you could get a fire going with it. So I'm really impressed with this stuff. For $10 for 50 of them, I don't think you could really go wrong with this. As you can see, not only did I not cut them up, but I have them in individual bags, and I'll put that in one of my kits. But that's all I wanted to cover today. Even this thing did much better than I thought for what it is. I can do this in another video. You basically scrape off the magnesium and then do that same thing, and this thing will get a fire going too. But I really was just trying to test these Procamptek fire plugs. So hopefully this helps you make a good buying decision. These things seem to be legit. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and consider subscribing because I'll have more and more of these videos coming up. So thanks very much. Y'all have a good day.